This episode is brought to you by 1010. 1010 is an exclusive collection of 10 one-of-a-kind engagement rings designed by 10 of the most distinctive designers working today. Using only diamonds responsibly and sustainably sourced from Botswana, 10 design masters have each produced a set of 10 uniquely beautiful diamond rings, and they're available now exclusively at BlueNile.com. This exciting collection of truly unique, limited edition diamond engagement rings is available now only at BlueNile.com. This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 893. Everybody Does It is a Dangerous Mindset by Lisa Merlo-Booth of LisaMerlo-Booth.com. Hello, everybody. Happy to have you here for another segment of ORD, where I, your narrator and host, Greg Audino, will be reading a post to you from Lisa Merlo-Booth, one of our longtime contributors. Today she'll be offering an important reminder about taking ownership of your decisions and acting in a way that's aligned with your values rather than the values of others. Certainly our relationships dictate how we act to different degrees, so it's important that we choose the right people for us to be around. And with that, let's start this post from Lisa and optimize your life. Everybody Does It is a Dangerous Mindset by Lisa Merlo-Booth of LisaMerlo-Booth.com. From children to teenagers to grown-ups, everybody does it seems to be a common rationalization for almost anything we want it to be. Whether we're talking about kids trashing each other on social media, girls wearing skimpy clothes, teenagers hooking up for the heck of it, adults swinging, married men and women having affairs, men yelling at the office, high school and college students using narcotics, men and women divorcing, people looking at X-rated material, parents slapping and spanking their children, etc., it seems that the idea that everyone is doing it somehow makes it all okay. A few examples of this include Miley Cyrus's recent response to her performance at the VMA Awards. Quote, "Everyone's done it. I wasn't even thinking about it. You all are thinking about it more than I ever did. Madonna's done it. Britney's done it. Everyone's done it." End quote. A father's response when questioned about hitting his children. "All my friends' parents hit their children this way. I was raised this way, and they need discipline." Women's responses when asked about having repeated one-night stands and playing men. "Why not? Men do it. Why can't we? It's our time to do what all the guys have done to us throughout history." First off, let me just say that everyone is not doing it, whatever it may be for you. The reality is that the people you are hanging out with are doing it. Your support group, friends, co-workers, or family members are doing it. But make no mistake that the people with whom you surround yourself are not everybody. The truth is, you are whom you hang out with, and people don't like to hang out with those who are not like them. So, perhaps a more accurate sentiment to use is, all my friends are doing it, or all the guys I know do it, or all the teenage girls I know act/dress like this. Once you realize that those in your circle are doing what you're doing, then you can see it for what it is. A select group of people choosing to behave in a certain way and to influence one another to continue to behave in that same way. Influencing one another to behave similarly helps increase a sense of belonging and sameness, while also relieving the sense of guilt and shame that would normally be involved in hurtful behaviors. Similarly, influencing one another to do positive behaviors would also increase a sense of belonging and strengthen the person's resolve that their actions are part of a just cause. All human beings are pulled to want to belong. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals helps to fill that need, regardless of whether those individuals are hurting or helping others. Many people think that if others are doing that it thing, then it must be okay. But it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to act in hurtful ways, either toward yourself or toward others, and ignorantly justify your actions because others are doing the same thing. There are people all over the world who kill, abuse, and hurt others without thinking twice about it. Do not make these people your compass point. There are countless male players in the world who take pride in sleeping with as many women as they possibly can and who laugh at the trail of broken hearts they leave in their wake. Do not make them your justification for doing the same. There are far too many human beings mocking, bullying, and harming others on a daily basis. Their actions are harmful. They cause pain for countless numbers of people, and they harm our world. Don't justify this behavior, change it. Almost everywhere you turn, you can see teenage girls starving themselves, cutting themselves, and sleazing themselves out. Dare to learn from their mistakes. Don't be destined to repeat them. The next time you hear yourself justify your actions by saying everyone does it, I encourage you to ask yourself if that truly makes it okay. Ask yourself if you would be okay if someone did that same thing to you, or if your mother, father, child, friend did the same behavior. The lens through which you judge your own behavior is not the lens of what others are doing, but rather how what you're doing is adding to our world or taking away from it. Don't go along because you can. Be courageous enough to step out and take positive action in a world that would benefit from more leaders than followers. Challenge. Gandhi said it best when he said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." Don't allow sheer numbers to distract you from doing your part to not only help yourself, but to help others in the process. If it diminishes you or others, then take a stand and go against the grain, not with it. You just listened to the post titled, "Everyone Does It is a Dangerous Mindset" by Lisa Merlo-Booth of lisamerlobooth.com. And everyone, it is no secret that 2020 was a lot, and I think you'd agree that we could all benefit from less stress and more sleep in our lives. It's so important to take care of ourselves and invest in our well-being during these times of anxiety, and that is why we are excited to partner with Calm, the app designed to help you ease stress and sleep better. Calm, which has over 85 million users, has a whole library of programs designed for healthy sleep, like soundscapes, guided meditations, and over 100 sleep stories. I'm a Calm user, and I can safely say that its assortment of soothing material for night and day made my meditation experience a lot better, and took away the stress that we often feel about meditating the right way, whatever that means. And now for listeners of the show, Calm is offering a special limited time promotion of 40% off a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/ORD. That's 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library, and new content is added every week. Get started today at calm.com/ORD. That's calm.com/ORD. And thanks so much to Lisa for a really refreshing reminder today. You know, it's so important for all of us to stay aware of that drive we have to fit in that she mentioned. This is a powerful force, and indeed something that can drive us to do things that our childhood selves would have thought to be outrageous and unacceptable. And our childhood selves tend to be a pretty good measuring stick, mind you. It's really important to regularly check in with yourself and see if your actions are truly aligned with your values. And also if your values have maybe been dictated a lot by those around you. Even our values can be infiltrated by those we spend time around. And this is almost inevitable. And not such a bad thing. But if we get to the point where these values would change if we were around others, then they likely aren't very strong. So even if you feel you aren't engaging in any behavior that's harmful or disrespectful to others, at least check in and see if your behavior is preventing you from living to your own potential, and if your beliefs surrounding your potential may have been stifled in an unhealthy way. Not easy, but very important content today. So thanks once more to Lisa Merlo-Booth, and thanks to all of you, of course, for stopping in and listening to the end. Tomorrow, we will switch gears to parenting content, but our article will be great for those who aren't parents too, as we'll be taking a look at quality time and how to make the most of it with those who are important to us. So come on back for that one tomorrow, everyone, and I will hope to see all of you there. That's where your optimal life awaits.